Hello, everybody out there. So for today's video, it is going to be another like ask me anything style of video. Had somebody reach out to me a little bit ago, so I do apologize when you watch this video that it's a little bit later. Been kind of busy with a lot of life stuff. No excuses though, so I do apologize. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna answer the video. I'm gonna answer the question now. But again, another one of those like ask me anything videos. So before I hop into the actual video, though, real quick, I'm sure y'all have seen this part of the video 1,000 times. So if you have, you can skip ahead. But the idea of doing the videos is to try and help improve people's lives. That's like the gist of it. If people want to like and subscribe, I'm never gonna ask you to, but if you want to, it's great. That's awesome. Thank you. If the video is helpful for you, or if it's helpful for somebody else, please share it. Or, in the case that you're actually asking me a question, if my advice helps you in your situation, whether it's a week from now, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, however long it may be, if you could let your friends, family, whoever else know about this channel and just share the content, that'd be greatly appreciated, because that is going to be one of the best and most rewarding ways to achieve my goal of helping improve people's lives. So that's my little tidbit. I kind of wrapped it a little bit different this time though, so maybe it's something a little bit quicker and more positive. I don't know. Anyways, so I actually don't have this one on my computer because I have read it like 30 times. So it's literally like, not word for word, but pretty close. A gentleman, guy, reached out, said that he is interested in a girl that he works with. He didn't tell me how old he was, but I'm assuming that by the way that everything was written, that he's in his early 20s, and he likes her, works with her. But the issue is that she has a boyfriend, and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he should tell her how he feels, if he should approach her, if he should try and flirt with her, and isn't really sure about the best way to go about it. Now, he did not ask for the hard truth, so I'm not wearing my hard truth hat. I'm not going to give it to you in like the most brutal of ways. So hopefully my advice is worded in a little bit more of a peppier way versus like bam, 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 like a hammer. So what I'll tell you right off the bat, man, is if this goes for guys and girls, but if the girl that you work with is someone that obviously you're attracted to, that you like, you have a crush on, whatever it may be, but you're saying she has a boyfriend. Now, I'm not going to tell you maybe what you want to hear, if I'm being honest. But I'm not going to give you some pickup artist or some douchey guy on the internet's opinion on this situation. I'm not going to tell you what they're going to say to you because it's bullshit. Excuse my language. But it is, and it's not going to work. Because I've heard people before say stuff about like this kind of thing, and I'm like, bro, it's not how it actually works. So in this situation, my man, all you can really do is take a step back and just get to know her, be friends. And I know it may seem like, oh, you're friend zoning yourself or whatever it may be, but if you like this person, you flirting isn't going to work. You talking mess about her boyfriend isn't going to work. You telling her that you like her isn't going to work. I've seen people try all these things, and from my own personal experience, my advice to you, the honest advice, is you have to get to know her. Just be friends. Take a step back. But you need to start talking to or pursuing or trying to go out with on dates. Try to go out on dates with other girls, women, ladies, however you would phrase it, and not put all your focus and time and energy into this woman or girl, because she obviously has a significant other. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that if you're continuing to go out with other girls, you might find someone else that you like more. You might find someone that you're more attracted to, that you have a better connection with, or someone like maybe you have the same amount of connection with and you're equally attracted to, but like they want to go out with you and they're available now. And if that door presents itself, you should go through it if you want to. And not get hung up on somebody who's not available. And what I can tell you though is you kind of have multiple ways to get to the same route, but hopefully you can go that way. Hopefully you can date and still be friends with this girl, and I'll give you like my follow-up advice, and maybe you'll find somebody else who's equally as good or better, who's available, and you go down that path, which is great. And then problem solved. My advice worked, and no problem. Maybe you go down that path and you don't like it as much, or maybe you just have a hard time finding somebody else, or maybe you're being kind of a baby and you're hung up on this girl anyways. So again, what I can say is don't friend yourself. Don't friend zone yourself. Don't be overly friendly or up her butt. Just get to know her. Again, like all the things I said don't do, still don't do them. But what I can say is that the majority of guys that are in her life who also, especially if she's a really attractive girl, like if she's kind of attractive, then it may not be as common. But if she's like hot, just straight up, man, a lot of guys in her circle of, especially people that you work with, other guys you work with, oh my good God, you will not believe me, man. They're going to flirt with her, which she has a boyfriend. She's gonna tell him she has a boyfriend. They're gonna keep doing it. They're off. They're going to directly tell her how they feel. Same thing. I have a boyfriend. They're still gonna be up her butt. It's gonna creep her out. They're off. And then the other type of dudes, which this one's the worst one because guys think like, oh, I'm a big macho guy, super douchey, and it just never works either. They're gonna try and talk shit. They're gonna try and tell her boyfriend sucks. Or they're gonna be the guys who every time she talks about like her relationship, they're like, oh man, he sounds terrible. Oh man, I would do something better than that. Oh, you deserve. And you sound like a creeper, a weirdo, like, or you sound like a douche. So those guys are gonna all knock themselves off. So if you continue to be yourself, be confident, get to know her, and like I said, like don't be flirty, but just don't friend zone yourself. Don't be too friendly. Don't be the best friend. And when she tells you stuff about like her relationship, she starts to open up with you more. You can just kind of be like, oh, okay. If she starts asking for advice, you can give her a little bit of advice. Because the thing about that too is that if you're giving her advice, then she's gonna start coming to you more. Again, you don't want to be put in the friend zone, so don't be up her ass. Don't try and pander to her. You don't ask her what's going on with the relationship. Like, you let it all come to you from her. And I'm telling you, you should still be doing this. You should still be dating, going out, finding other people who are emotionally available and are, not in a relationship, obviously, while doing this, but focus on this. But if she ends up breaking with her boyfriend, they break up, whatever, doesn't matter. Out of everyone she works with, because you were in proximity, you will probably be one of the few guys who hasn't done one of the stupid things to do to ruin your chances. And there is a dang well good chance, as long as she's somewhat attracted to you and you haven't done any of these things wrong and you haven't pandered to her when you have been like a friend, kind of, there's a good chance you might be able to get it. You might be able to go out with her, go on some dates, whatever it is. But again, I'm gonna tell you, ultimate advice. Do that if you want to somewhat put a little bit of energy into this, but what you really should be doing is trying to find people who are emotionally available. Because again, also too, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, you really don't want to be a rebound guy either. So it's like that weird situation. So I really would tell you, like, ultimately try and go out with other people. If you are stuck over here a little bit, like, that's my advice on that portion of it. And if you want to respond back to me again and tell me where you're at, if you really are stuck over here, I mean, I can give you more hard truth advice and kind of give you more perspective on what really is to come from this side. If you're kind of in the middle, then perfect, that's fine. You can kind of like go down the path that I kind of laid out. Or if you're on this side, more so than this side, that's even better, because this is just an easier, less stressful, less drama-filled side. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully it is helpful, my man. Hopefully it gives you some good insight. Hopefully anybody else who's been in a similar situation, obviously maybe it's not always at work, maybe it's school, maybe it's, I don't know, like the library, the gym, whatever it is, just take this basic information and apply it. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, stay healthy, guys, stay safe, and remember, above all, be greater than. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Have a great night. Bye.